Canada has, for a long time, been considered a great country to which to immigrate. Between our tolerant and welcoming society and our social safety net, indeed, many immigrants fall in love with Canada. Keep in mind that many people who come to Canada are usually escaping a worse situation. But are immigrants changing their tune about Canada? According to 2021 census data, fewer than half of recent immigrants are choosing not to become Canadian citizens once they're eligible. Why is this happening? Has the once highly sought after Canadian citizenship lost its shiny appeal? Well, joining me now to unpack it all is Peter Shawn Taylor, Senior Features Editor at C2C Journal and author of this piece. Are immigrants falling out of love with Canada? And is it because we all feel the same? Peter, thank you so much for joining me today, and I really appreciate your time. This is a very interesting topic. I'm a child of immigrants, so I always like to think about what it was like for my parents when they were, independently coming to Canada, and why did they choose Canada. So this kind of brings me to kind of puts me in that mindset. So I'm really excited to discuss it.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me.
Excellent. So why don't we start with just the current stats around immigration? I know the numbers change, every
Mhm.
few years or every few months even. But what are our current levels like?
Right now, the federal government set, I think it's 485,000 immigrants. That's a dramatic increase from what it has been in the near past. It's been somewhat controversial. The federal government claims it's necessary to meet labor market needs. As it's the first time we've seen polls start to come in where people are saying, well, maybe immigration levels are too high in Canada given the housing crisis and inflation, et cetera. So there may be a limit at which the famous Canadian tolerance pushes up against a wall, and the Liberals may be reaching that. It's hard to tell. Things are quite a bit in flux. I mean, so much has happened on the immigration file over the past couple of years. You had COVID, and we've had this. Lots has been going on. It's gone down, way down. Now it's come way up again. So it's tough to tease out what's causing what, but certainly lots is happening on the immigration file right now.
Yeah, definitely. We hear about how immigration is impacting education. You talk about housing. I mean, there's so many things to consider,
Mhm.
but yeah, I know we definitely have to see how things progress with the government. So, with immigrants who come to Canada, I always use this expression, but most are usually looking for a better life. They're coming from a
Mhm.
situation that they're
Certainly.
sometimes even escaping from, and they want a better life elsewhere, more opportunities, perhaps. They want to live in a capitalist system, that sort of thing. Uh, do you still find that that is the general trend with immigrants that are coming to Canada?
Oh, I think so. I mean, they're looking to improve their lot in life. That's why, anyway. I mean, it's a dramatic thing to change countries. To say I'm going to move here. Most people are coming from quite a far distance, so it's certainly um, a big ask, a big life change. The question is, are they coming here because they want to be Canadians, or are they coming here as sort of a waypoint on the route to somewhere else? And Canada, certainly, we go through a lot of trouble to select potential immigrants, give them permanent residency status, and allow them to become citizens. We have a big stake in making sure that the people we accept stay here. And if there is some evidence that immigrants are coming to Canada, but then they're thinking about they might like to go somewhere else that's maybe even better, that's a problem for Canada. And that's we're starting to see some evidence of that too. So that's a big change.
But why is that a problem? Like, I appreciate there's some bureaucratic investment to select these folks, so there's some hours that are paid into this application or spent, but the
Mhm.
applicant themselves pay a lot of these fees. So why is it a problem if they? Why would that concern Canadians?
Well, the premise of immigration, beyond the sort of helping out the rest of the world, is that we want to select people that we have a point system. We are Our immigration system is supposedly selecting those people that would add to Canadian society, that are going to bring jobs, that are well educated. I mean, we do accept refugees, et cetera. There's a variety of categories for immigration, but the if you're going to make an economic case for immigration, you're wanting to select well-educated, potentially
Right.
high-earning entrepreneurs.
Okay, I'm going to
And if
pause you there. We have to cut to
Mhm.
commercial. We'll be right back.
Sure.